Also known as Lone Sword 2 on Twitch. Back for part 3 of Outlast Whistleblower. Just got my ass kicked last game by some fucker who wants to marry me, so hopefully I don't have to deal with him anymore. Yay! Oh, load screen. Great. Come on. Come on, load screen. Load screen, load screen. The fuck?
You want to check his pulse?
Let's just say he's dead.
Yeah. What kind of sick fuck would do this to somebody? He even
Hey,
took
fellas.
his damn pants.
Tell you one thing. I've seen more than enough dick and balls tonight to last me a lifetime.
Nah,
Not
me
all
too,
of them
pal.
attached to a man. Let's wrap this up and get back to the truck.
Amen.
Alright, I got a lot of stuff to read. Hey fellas, can you see me? Fuck it. Rescue me!
Multiple officers down in sub-basement. Unknown assailant. Evac and paramedics.
Did I come from this way? No? Alright. Do some reading here, guys. Ooh, goddamn. A lot of notes. Power still on anything of Lisa. I need to think, Lisa. I thought the power was evidence of some manageable, some human force, still controlled by some smart amount, massive, but nothing human or sane can do anything here but survive, and even that, not for long. You were always a reasonable one, Lisa. You would tell me to calm down and take a larger view. Madness and inhumanity rule this place. Whatever is keeping electricity flowing is trying to trap me here. I need to shut it down again. Question mark. Wise man. Back inside like the harder I try to escape, the deeper I get. Dead men weren't a surprise anymore. Suicide seems wise. What flesh, fresh hell. Oh god, these are long. A man's body, mutilated and bent to mimic or mock the moment of birth, the kind of thing a man cannot see without changing in some irreparable way. At least I was with you when both our boys were born. It wasn't until recently the most miraculous thing I had seen. Clearly outside of reasonable belief, and yet somehow central to everything I've come to believe since. You always say that was too literal-minded. Try to turn everything to an if-then statement. Lately I've widened my horizons. How can the things I've seen here be? How can... Yes, okay. But I know the answer. Money, profit. Things we made just because we could. An unwilling bride, that was me, is still intact. I'm here, at least I'm still me. He tried to make me his bride to cut me. Maybe I was wrong. Telling the world would only draw it here. Should this place just die and fester here? I won't tell the world if it means spreading the infection. Let it die alone. Let it rot. Gotta burn her down first, pal. Bluebeard's wives. Bodies hanging like wet laundry, like skinned rabbits. Men mutilated, hunted, murdered. The shortest distance between 2 points separates violence and ruined lust. Whatever story he's telling himself, he's not making women to bear his children. He's making women to kill them. Lisa, I would want you to burn this place and any evidence that ever existed to the ground, destroy the Murkoff Corporation, bury it in shame, take it away its money, wipe it away from history. This man thinks he's in love, he thinks that therapy made him better. Everything reeks of death and fear, piss and coppery blood, meat decomposing to game. Serve and protect. Corporate cops, mercenaries, private military, contracts, whatever they call them now, they're as helpless as restless. Need to get out, escape. Documents. Influence human behavior, depends on use of psychochemicals and political action operations as well. Recognize, although it has not been explored as thoroughly as it might be expected, criminal division includes it as an objective of its programs to be prepared to support or make such operations possible. Non-chemical methods of accomplishing political action operations are also included in the program. Note: present the above Mulcultura excerpt to Technical Services Division for budgeting and authorization of continued research into research of Rudolf Wernicke and Project Walrider. Autopsy of recovered test subject shows chemical content of bodies, metallic tumors, evidence of subdermal combustion that indicates heavy psychochemical dosage. The Walrider delusion. Kurt, we've seen it. We've got another one. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to check it off as psychopathic proximity disorder. PPD. Security guard all the way up in the admin block is our latest non-patient employee to start seeing Wernicke's fairy tales. He was never directly exposed to the engine, never even made it below level 1 in the building. It could be an enormous breach of protocol and security if doctors were speaking of a Walrider within hearing of a contracted security guard, and it seems vanishingly improbable that he would stumble into an obscure mythological story on his own. It's too similar to the Dr. Samuel case, or the others before him. It's the same thing for formerly sane medical personnel to fall under the delusions of their patients. It's another thing entirely for those beliefs to be, airborne. We need to talk in person. Billings. Miscarried profits. Rick, fun hunting the greens last week. We should make the drive more often. Fun hitting the greens. Was reviewing some old test records from the early days of Project Walrider and something sparked my interest for the following project back in 2010. Apparently we had issues with female employees experiencing psychosomatic pregnancy, something to do with how the morphogenic engine interacts with the immune system. All Greek to me, am I right? Women, It was more than often fatal than not, and these were employees and not patients, so a little harder to sweep under the rug. But morphogenic engine activity in these ladies' marrow was off the charts, and these are women who were never even exposed to additional hormone therapy. Now, I don't know ppm from a kick in the teeth, but I can read a spreadsheet, and the projected profits from Project Walrider are half what they say they are. I've got some more questions. I've got one more question. Why aren't we performing experiments on women? God knows mental illness is an equal opportunity affliction. Seems unethical to pass up on such potential windfall. Sincerely, Juror. Kill us. Kill us. Burn the building. Worse than death here. Kill us, kill us. That was nice and short. I conducted another interview with our patient dentist this afternoon to agree with your suspicions. In the course of a 40-minute interview, I had wide exposure to all four of dentist's expressed personalities. As near as I could tell, two brothers, their father and their grandfather. They seemed primarily concerned with some sort of life-threatening flood, even though there was little consistency between the event of having already happened or threatening imminent arrival. The clarity of this illusion and performative nature of the personality's expression certainly suggests malingering. I admittedly fall into the first in camp of categorical skepticism of dissociative personality disorder, but Dennis's case seems clearly invented by the attention-seeking patient more likely of symptoms of gross narcissism and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Continue with shock therapy. Sincerely, Dr. Wolfram. Last one beyond hope. Dearest sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress for Dr. Rudolf Wernicke for structural and financial systems of Mount Massive. His advanced age should alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among who has been cheerfully nicknamed the Crypt Keeper, and legally speaking, he died years ago. He didn't. I understand patients, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited for the obvious profit potential for the new project. My researchers have combed through Wernicke's files and found no mention of the 3 lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume Wernicke was sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope, Great White Hope, along with his own infirmity, to be ignorant of the real discovery at hand. Even minimal exploitation of these resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Alright. No, just wait, hold on. Okay, TV room. In the store, okay. My leg's all fixed apparently. You're gonna make me go down, aren't you? Yep. Down to the depths I go again. Oh no.
Mr. Park. How the fuck are you still? Help me out. Die!
The hell did you hit me with, dude?
No one can know. No one.
Hey man. Fuck it, get out. Burn it all down. Just burn it down. Oh yeah? Threaten me with a good time.
You press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, they'll do nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do. Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
Oh yeah. I definitely enjoyed that game. Yeah, just like a LS1. Definitely just a lot of running around. Not too many scares, a lot of jump scares. Definitely had a couple theme changes, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. It's short, it's good. Trying to get into more horror games, scary games for the future. After I played Resident Evil 7, it kind of got my like blood flowing to like, you know, scare the piss out of me. So hopefully we'll have a few more horror games up here on the channel. I think my next one is the Little Nightmares DLC. I think I'm gonna play that here soon. Video should be uploaded again soon, then today probably, maybe the next day. But let's just enjoy these credits. Alright everybody, it was Joey C from SuperHousePodcast, also known as Lone Sword 2 on Twitch, Lone Sword 3 on everything else, YouTube, PlayStation 4. Thanks for watching, see you next time.